Hello, September 1st, Friday. We made it again. Long weekend ahead of us. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, today I wanted to talk a little bit about variables. In class, you did some SpongeBob science experiments where you were reading the scenario and then you were trying to identify what the independent, the dependent, and controlled variables were, and then what his conclusion should be based on the data that was collected. Just to kind of review on that real quick. So the independent or manipulated variable is the part of the experiment that you're changing on purpose. It's what you're testing. The dependent, or also known as responding variable, is what is being measured. It's what you're looking for during your experiment. And then the last one, or the last type of variable, is controlled variables. And those are the things that you need to keep the same to make sure that you have a fair test, so you know what your results are being caused by. You can't change 2 to 3 to 4 things at a time, because when you look at your results, you won't know what caused them to be that way. So here's another example too. If you were testing to see how changing the drop height of a tennis ball affected how high the ball will bounce, think about what types of variables you would need to identify. So the independent variable would be the height that you're dropping it from. So if let's say I'm looking at this brick wall, okay, the independent variable, let's say I drop it from here, and the next time I drop it from a little bit higher, and a little bit higher, and a little bit higher. Okay, so I'm changing the height that I'm dropping it from, and then I'm measuring how high it bounces back up. So obviously I would need to use like a meter stick or a tape measure or something along those lines to be pretty accurate on my measurements. The independent variable in this instance would be the height of the ball that we're dropping it from. That's what we're changing. The dependent variable is what we're measuring. In that case, it'd be how high the ball bounced back up. And then the controlled variables, and there's several. It wouldn't make sense for us to change the type of ball. Okay, you could do a different experiment saying, hey, which type of ball bounces higher? But that's not what our experiment was. So in this one, we need to use the same ball, not only the same type of ball, but the exact same ball, because some balls, maybe they don't bounce as well. So use the exact same ball. You want to drop it on the same surface. So you want to drop it at the same spot. And then you'd want to make sure you're releasing it the same way. So am I just dropping it like that? Make sure you're not like throwing it down. You want to use the same measuring device. I think that's about all. Maybe where you're measuring it from, just making sure everything is the exact same in your experiment except for what you're testing. In this case, it'd be the height that you're dropping the ball from. So next week, you don't have school Monday. Tuesday, we will talk about this concept called skepticism, and Wednesday will be a review day for your quiz, and then your part 1 quiz is on Thursday. So if you have any questions, please shoot me a message on Canvas, or you can come speak to me in the hallway or before class. You should do well in this, hopefully, and have a great weekend. We'll see you. Bye.